What is shaking YouTube? So today I am really excited because I got the newest electric skateboard from WOWGO. So last year I had the honor of reviewing the WOWGO 2S, and it is one of my favorite electric skateboards. I still have it here. I ride this all the time. It is by far one of my most reliable boards, one of my most comfortable boards, but overall it is definitely my safest board. Before this board came out, there was a lot of emphasis on electric skateboards. When they would market them, they would just try to make them as fast as possible, and they would kind of just throw the safety out the window. This was the first skateboard I had that had really safe braking, really safe acceleration, but was still able to do those fast speeds. Even things like the wheels, the trucks, the flex in the board. It's just, at the time when that board came out, it was really a game changer as far as how a board should feel, how, and how safe it should ride. Since then, a lot of other companies have implemented those type of things. But it's been about a year now, and WOWGO came out with their newest model, the WOWGO 3S. So I am extremely excited to check this out because they basically just took the WOWGO 2S and expanded everything from there. And it still has a nice price tag at $599, so it's much cheaper than a lot of your high-end boosted boards. You can get like 2 of these for the price of that. You can have one for you and one for your buddy. Freaking sweet. But they have a lot of really cool stuff. They upgraded the trucks. Now they call it a Paris truck, so for more fluid motion. We'll take a look into that. I'm not quite sure how that is. And they changed the performance urethane of the wheels. Also, the deck now also has multiple materials in it as well, carbon fiber being one of them. So I'm extremely excited to check this out. The remote is upgraded. Literally everything is upgraded. So this video is just going to be an unboxing, and we're really going to take just a good look at everything, see what it's all about, and then I'll do another video down the road very shortly where I'll do like my ride test and review, where I'll review it as I ride it. And then actually after all that, I actually want to do a third video comparing this one to the 2S, because the 2S I absolutely love, one of my favorite boards. Even though it's a little old now, it's still like one of my best boards. It's holding up great. So the fact that they have a newer model, I am extremely excited about. There will be a video down in the a link down below in the video's description if you want to buy this. You can use there'll be a code too where you guys can save some money, and then I'll also get a commission on it. But other than that, like, this is not a paid video or anything like that. This is going to be totally unbiased. But I just want to be honest with you guys up front. So if you do think the board looks good and everything, you can follow me up on my other videos if you want to jump the gun on it. The link will be down below. Make sure to use my code. You'll get a discount, and they'll know I sent you. Win-win for everybody. All right. Okay, so it comes packaged very, very nicely. Okay, first thing I'm noticing is these bright orange wheels. Okay, so now these, one, I like orange. Orange is a cool color. It looks awesome and everything. But the other reason why they made them orange is so they're like, and they're actually made out of a type of plastic or urethane that is actually quite reflective. So this was also had a kind of a safety feature behind it on why they wanted to go with the bright orange. Okay, now the back wheels, one of the great things about the WOWGO boards is these back wheels. You can replace just the urethane sleeve that goes over it. Most electric skateboards, when you ruin these back wheels and you wear them out, you have to replace the whole motor and everything. As far as I know, WOWGO is the first company to do this, where you can unscrew this and you can just slide this piece over. You can keep the same motor on and everything. Okay, so super cool. Let's take a look at the bottom. So it's got a nice like bamboo look to it, kind of your classic electric skateboard look. These trucks do look freaking sweet. Paris, I guess, is the company that made them, but they do kind of just look like your standard truck for any longboard, but they do look very, very high end. I also like how the hardware is all gold. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll do some close-ups in a minute. See on the side here it says, oh, come on, it says Paris right there. Yeah, really cool. It says WOWGO on the other part. Really nice attention to detail. They also, I know, upgraded this whole casing is a thicker plastic, and it looks to be Pretty damn durable. There's also these foam sleeves, and they give you an extra one in case you ever have to take this off or you goof it up or whatever. And this is going to make it a little more shock-proof, waterproof, and dust-proof. So, just like any electric skateboard, you're not going to want to get it drenched. But if you're riding home and you get caught in the rain, you're going to be totally fine. These bearings look really nice. Very, very smooth. Granted, they are brand new, but they feel very smooth. Also, too, the motors and everything on here are supposed to be even better than the first generation on if you just have to kick it or if you want to just kick start it and stuff. You know, you can run out of battery or whatever. Okay, so it comes with a wall hanger, like a guitar style wall hanger. Here is the remote. I'll show you guys some close-ups of that in a minute, but it has an LED screen on it. Very cool. It's nice and rubberized texture, flat black, very cool. We got a tool here, as well as some little directions. We got more spare hardware. Oh, that's for the, I think those are extra ones for the wheels, but I'm not sure. In case you replace the wheels. Look at this. Oh, and then we got a little light for the back as well. It's a little tail light. And that's everything in the box, so we'll get rid of that. So you guys can see what we're working with here. Okay, so, yeah, really cool. Okay, let me bring the camera over here so you guys can see this a little better, and let's take some closer looks. Okay guys, so let's take some nice close-ups of the board and everything. So first off, I really like just the minimalist design. I like how they just got the wood-grained logo right there. That looks really nice. And then I also like how they got like just the gray on the ends, and then they kind of just left the wood grain. Like, I mean, there's a little bit of a pattern, but it's mostly just, you know, nice and flat. And then also too, they have some type of like clear coat over this. It's very smooth and shiny. I don't know if you can tell that on camera, but there is definitely some type of clear coat on here. The covers here look really nice. The gasket, you can see, is held really tight. There's no way that any water or anything would ever get in there. It looks absolutely beautiful. On this side, also too, they went with a very minimalist design. We got the little WOWGO logo there, and then just your two stripes back here. But other than that, it's pretty plain. They kind of kept the same shape and everything. This multi-material deck, it is extremely flexible. I'm just putting a little bit of weight on there, and it is flexing a lot. So very, very impressed with that. Yeah, very cool. The carbon fiber, bamboo, all sorts of crazy materials in there. I actually have a list here. Here, what does it say? The bamboo, oh, it's bamboo and fiberglass, actually. Okay, so that's how they got that. It's not carbon fiber, it's fiberglass. So very cool. I can tell you just from pushing on it, it's going to be very comfortable to ride. I think the first board I have that is a composite like that. So really, really cool. Both materials are both flexible. Bamboo, you know, obviously. And also too, the remote has LED. So very cool. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so here is the remote when I turn it on. What do we get here? Okay, we get a WOWGO logo. Okay, then I also get, can focus? It says disconnect, so I gotta turn it on. Now, I'm not sure if they paired it from the factory. Okay, they did not, but that's no big deal because you might notice I do not have a manual. That's because I got an early production model, but they actually forwarded me a PDF of the manual. And when you purchase it, you will get a manual, obviously, and everything. So let me open this PDF up. So notice it goes through everything here. It tells you how to, you know, switch modes, and just goes over all the details on everything. Okay, so here we got pairing it to the remote. Where's that? Okay, how to match it with the remote. So turn off the remote and the board. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay, long press the switch on the board and the switch and the remote at the same time for about 5 seconds until the remote screen begins to vibrate and it shows it's connected. Okay, that seems easy enough. So we're gonna hold them both down. Okay, we get that on. Okay, remote paired. Okay, that was fairly easy. Now on here you can see speed unit select, kilometers per hour or miles per hour. So we are going to pick miles per hour, baby. Oh wait, no. Okay, what do I select? I hit up. Okay, how do I, is it touch screen or something? What? Okay, how do I
Okay, double click it. Oh, I should probably, okay, yeah. I probably should have read that. I probably said that on here. Yeah, double click. Okay, good thing I figured it out. Okay, so now we are all paired up. And you notice here we got a miles per hour. So there is a speedometer directly on here. Here we got the little bar is the remote battery. And then the big battery logo, that's the board's battery. So from the factory, very nice. They sent it totally all good to go. Okay, so first off, let's okay, so that goes about 12 miles an hour, it's saying, at the slow mode. And I have a couple other boards with not the same remote, but kind of similar, and they've all been fairly accurate, so I actually am very excited. Okay, so I think if I click this again, I can change my modes. Yep, okay, so now it's speed 2, you can see right there. The camera will focus. Focus. Okay, well anyways, it says 2 there now. Oh yeah, that's faster. Okay, let's hit it again. We are in mode 3 now. Oh man, 24 miles an hour. And that sounds like it's going 24 miles an hour. Now the first WOWGO board that I reviewed, which is actually their 2S, that board, all the stats were basically like perfect. Like they didn't lie on anything. They were all, okay, T. This is like the fastest mode. Ooh. It's got more torque, I believe, and stuff. I'll talk to you guys more about that during the ride. I still have to learn, learn everything. But yeah, turbo mode, yeah. Okay, so here is all the specs on each mode as well as how the screen displays everything. Once again, there's if you need to know how to, change anything. There you go. And it does just charge with your standard charger. Okay, so that's pretty basic. Now these, once again, these are just extras you can put over here. So freaking sick, because I mean, it's gonna take a long time to go through these, and and then when you do, I mean, you got a whole nother pair. So that is freaking amazing. They literally want this to be the only board you ever have to buy. This thing is freaking sick. Okay, so these trucks are very interesting to me. These Paris trucks. Like I said, Paris Truck Co. there. They got a little WOWGO logo right there, etc. They look really nice. Here's where you charge the board, as well as this is really solid. It feels very nice plastic. Also too, these wheels look really cool. I like the white on the orange, gives that like creamsicle look. They're 78A in diameter, which is how hard they are, the hardness rating. And then they're 60 by 90 90 by 62 millimeters in their size. So very cool. The trucks do look really nice. Also they look nice, but they also look sick, like super cool. So yeah, I don't know, maybe the way that this truck goes in here is a little different than your standard. I don't know, but it is like a little different than your standard truck. It's got like an open design here, and overall very cool looking. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing with this more. Okay, if you double click it, then it changes its direction. If you want to go to reverse, alright, hit it. Oh, sorry, you guys can't even see that. So that's going one way. Hit it. Double click it. Oh, let's go the other way. So this is the first remote I have that only has one button on it. I actually kind of like it because, I mean, and you're not gonna like accidentally hit. Like some of these remotes, they got like switches here, and then the thing here. And half the time when you're like, you hit stuff by accident because there's just so much stuff, or you like lose track like on which one's the speed, which one's the change directions and stuff. Here it's very easy, and everything is labeled really nicely. I wish that would pick up better on the camera, but trust me, it looks absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, I'm really excited to go outside and play with this. It is raining right now, so I can't do that. That'll be its own separate video. Once again, I'm going to do a full ride and review test, and then we're also going to do a comparison with the 2S, because I mean, that was one of my favorite electric skateboards, and it looks like this one might be the new contender. Looks freaking sick. Even like the little wire management covers they got, it's just like very good attention to detail. I mean, this looks like it's like a steal for the money. I mean, this is, I know, $600 is $600. This is a lot of money, but in the electric skateboard world, that's not that expensive. That's actually kind of cheap. Freaking sick!
Alright guys, thanks for watching. I am super excited to take this out for a spin. Once again, it's raining right now, so we're not going to be able to film that part of the video today. But make sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button so you can follow for the rest of the reviews. We're going to do a full review on it, then we'll also do a comparison review with the old generation. And if there's any other videos you guys want to see, or any ideas, or anything you want me to add into those videos, let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, thank you to WOWGO, and peace out.